Last night, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump took to the debate stage to make their cases to Taylor Allison Swift. And whoever else happened to be watching. It was not a good night for Trump. In terms of personal tragedies for him, I'd put it somewhere between losing the 2020 election and the day Fox News started letting female anchors wear pants. Somewhere in there. And there was one moment that was probably the best example of just how badly Trump did at the debate.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Sir, the question was, state your name. Now, if you were one of the many people last night wondering why Trump was shouting, "They're eating the dogs!" Let me explain. It started with a random Facebook post where someone accused a Haitian immigrant of stealing and eating their neighbor's daughter's friend's cat. And if there's one thing we know about Facebook posts, it's that they're always rigorously fact-checked. But as with any unfounded rumor on Facebook, obviously this got picked up by the right-wing establishment and spread across the internet. Even JD Vance promoted it while simultaneously acknowledging it was completely unfounded. You might say he jumped in the misinformation pool, but kept his shirt on. Which brings us to last night. If there's one thing we know about a racist conspiracy theory, it's that Donald Trump's brain will swallow it whole like a hungry immigrant at Petco. And that's how a random Facebook post turned into Donald Trump's campaign slogan, "They're eating cats and dogs!" So, it seemed like Trump had a rough performance. But hey, you know what? That's just my opinion. But you could also tell that Donald Trump was the loser because he did all the things losers do when they lose. Number one, complaining about the refs.
I thought they were very unfair, the moderators. Everybody did.
I thought it was terrible from the standpoint of ABC. It was 3-1. It was a rigged deal, as I assumed it would be, because when you looked at the fact that they were correcting everything and not correcting with her.
Yeah, man. They were correcting you because of the things you were saying. That's barely fact-checking. The moderators were reacting like normal human beings react when you hear the craziest shit you've ever heard. Like, if you were at a cocktail party and your friend said, "Trans immigrants are eating dogs in Ohio," you would say, "What the are you talking about, Stu?" No, they aren't. You wouldn't be like, "Okay, thank you for that. Let's move on to foreign policy." You know what? It wasn't just blaming the refs. Another way you know Trump lost is that he was accusing his opponent of cheating.
They had a rigged show with somebody that maybe even had the answers. I mean, I'll be honest. I watched her talk, and I said, she seems awfully familiar with the questions.
Okay. You think she was cheating because she seemed familiar with the questions? It's a presidential debate. They always ask the same questions. It's like being suspicious that someone knows all the words to take me out to the ball game. How will you fix the economy? What's your stance on abortion? Do you promise not to overthrow the government? Standard boilerplate debate questions. Meanwhile, Trump seemed awfully familiar with the questions that nobody asked, like, who's eating all the cats in Springfield, Ohio? But maybe the best way you know Trump lost the debate is that he repeatedly insisted he won.
I think it was the best debate I've ever personally that I've had. We're getting polls that show 92-6, 88-11.
Every single poll last night had me winning like 90-10. We had C-SPAN at one point was at 80-20.
We looked at one poll, it was 92-7. We had a 92% rating in one poll. We had an 86% rating in another. We had 77%, 90%, 60%, 72%, 71%, and 89%.
Wow! Those certainly were numbers. Is this what Trump did during his debate prep? Memorize all the numbers between 70 and 98? In fact, every moment since the debate ended last night, Trump has been spinning and spinning and spinning. I mean, just listen to his response after Taylor Swift announced she is endorsing Kamala Harris.
Well, I actually like Mrs. I actually like Mrs. Mahomes much better, if you want to know the truth. She's a big Trump fan. I was not a Taylor Swift fan.
Oh, really? Really, Donald? You prefer Brittany Mahomes? What's your top 5 Brittany Mahomes songs? Is this really his angle? Well, I don't care, Taylor, because I like your boyfriend's coworker's wife better. This has just been a day of pathetic, desperate spinning. I mean, imagine if Donald Trump spent all that energy on doing things correctly instead of pretending he did things correctly. I mean, if he had worked harder preparing for the debate, maybe he wouldn't have had to pretend he won the debate. If he had worked harder to win in 2020, maybe he wouldn't have to pretend the election was rigged. And if he had worked harder on January 6th, maybe he could have overthrown the government and wouldn't have to be debating in the first place. It's called work ethic, Donald. Come on. Of course, Donald Trump wasn't the only one spinning his performance last night. His aforementioned Vice President JD Vance was asked about why Donald Trump ranted about illegal immigrants eating pets. And his response was illuminating.
Why push something that's not true?
Well, first of all, city officials have not said it's not true. They've said they don't have all the evidence.
They said they have no evidence.
We've heard from a number of constituents on the ground, Caitlin, who both firsthand and secondhand reports saying this stuff is happening. So they very clearly, meaning the people on the ground dealing with this, think that it is happening. And I think that it's important for journalists to actually get on the ground and uncover this stuff for themselves.
Okay. I'm sorry. This is not my main takeaway from the story, but someone's cat went missing, so they called their senator. I mean, were they like, should I go right to the President of the United States, or should I start with my senator? You got to update those emergency numbers on your fridge, Barry. Come on. But perhaps JD Vance has a point. If a story bubbles up from the right-wing sewer, it is our obligation, nay, our duty in the mainstream media to investigate it no matter the cost. And that is exactly what we have done here at The Daily Show. I sent Ronny Chieng undercover to Springfield to find out if illegal migrants are really gobbling up our small town cats. Let's go live to him now. Ronny. Ronny, how's the investigation going?
Well, Jordan, I'm in Ohio in a cat costume trying to get migrants to eat me. So it's not great. Also, it's not working, okay? I even tenderized myself with a jerk rub and went around saying, meow, meow, I'm so tasty. Nothing.
Okay, yeah. Well, obviously, you're not going to fool anyone with a half-assed meow like that. You need to commit to the role, Ronny.
Okay, hey, don't tell me how to commit, all right? How many Marvel movies are you in, okay? Trust me. Trust me, okay? I've tried everything. I shit in a box. I batter around some yarn. I played with a dead mouse I found. Nothing.
Have you been licking your butthole?
I can't reach my butthole.
Did you try to reach your butthole?
I've tried to reach my butthole, okay? I can't. It's impossible. Which I already knew for reasons I don't want to discuss.
Okay, well, then what are we going to do about these allegations?
I don't know, Jordan. How about we ignore them? Good journalism doesn't mean we have to take every insane, racist conspiracy theory at face value, okay? Let's just shit on it and move on like I did in a box earlier.
Wow. Well, you know what? You know what, Ronny? Maybe you're right. I appreciate you taking journalistic principles so seriously. You're really following in the footsteps of Edward R. Meowro. Ronny, did you hear what I said? I said Edward R.
I heard what you said,
okay,
all right?
Okay.
Wish you were dead, all right? Anyway. Wait, someone's coming. Oh, shit. They're getting out of their car and they're coming for me.
What?
They're coming for me.
Ronny. Hey, Ronnie, are you there? Ronnie, are you there? Hello, Ronnie.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, thank God. Okay. You're back. What happened? Were you kidnapped by a hungry immigrant?
No. I think I was adopted by a childless cat lady.
Oh. All right. Okay. Hang tight. Ronnie, hang tight. We're sending someone to bring you back.
Oh, actually, you know what? Hold off. She's in the kitchen cooking me some organic chicken right now. I want to see how this plays out. Oh, awesome. I love these things.
Okay, have fun running. Ronny Chieng, everyone.